M0FXB, welcome back to my unboxing of the Radtel 880G. This model has APRS and GPS. Also VHF, UHF, airband, marine band, full colour scope, and has the latest firmware that Radtel have produced themselves. And that firmware is good. It allows you to use the CB bands and at the same time as using VHF and UHF. So it's excellent firmware, and they've done some great work on this. And wow, you know, first impressions of this radio is wow. And I would say very well priced, you know, under £100. That's solid. That just feels absolutely solid. So let's just get everything out of the box, see what's in the box, and then we'll keep going. Just pop this out. Keep your box in. Instruction manual. I'll plonk that back there. It looks like they have given me a cable. Now, I can't promise you'll get a cable. You probably have to select that, but I would definitely recommend you get one. I've already started testing the software, and the software works very well. It's a good antenna, but remember, on this radio, you get, watch this, you get, and this is what I love about this new sort of range of radios that people are producing, you get two antennas. That is a receive antenna for HF and other bands, shortwave, longwave. Nice, you know, very nice leads, very nice construction there. But anyway, you can see that I'm impressed. USB-C charging and programming, belt clip, and then power lead. Not sure if that's a data lead. If not, naturally it won't be, because that's why we need this. So it's just for charging, and there, look, you put your charging lead in here, and then you can, you know, drop it in there. So let's get it all on the table. Belt clip, belt strap, nice box. Okay, I do like a nice box, you know, it gets you more excited about using the device. So radio, full keypad, you can see that up and down arrows, LED here. I can't see a torch, but maybe that's bright enough. So yeah, the thing about a stand, even if you can USB-C charge, it just makes a really good stand. So I really like having the stand. Antenna wise, they give you the antenna for VHF and UHF, but this thing will transmit on CB. Now, to transmit on CB, you would actually use the first antenna. Of course, check if it's legal to transmit on CB in your country, because some radios, you know, and check your licensing conditions. They have to be made for CB to be used on CB. So please check your licensing conditions. Don't break the rules, of course. And then a manual there, which I have found the manual to be quite useful when I get stuck. I tend to just tinker, and then when I get stuck, I grab the manual, get the antenna on there. Now, with the middle antenna, I would say get yourself a little adapter, you know, SMA to PL or SO239. Get one. I'm going to put mine on there already because I know I'm going to need it. Trying not to cross thread it. So yeah, hopefully that's on there. It felt good. You know, it should go on easily. We've got an emergency SOS button there as well. I'm trying to get some good focus here. Let's just turn it on for the first time. Actually, we'll get my other antenna on. And I'm saving the best bit for last, because once you see the scope on this thing, you're going to be impressed. So 2 PTTs. I think it'll do 3. They call it multi-PTTs, function buttons, programmable. Every key does something. It's not just for typing the alphabet. Every key does something. You can buy an adapter to use your speaker microphones, and then there's your USB-C. All that works well. Belt clip, nice and easy, just slips on the back there. And I remember from previous experience with a different device that take the battery off first, and it's on there. Good. So you pull that up and then pull it towards you. It's a big battery, and it does last for a long time. And it's let's have a look now, 2,400 milliamp hours battery, and it should say on here G, which means GPS, APRS. And we'll be testing all those functions, but I don't think I'll be able to do them in one video. But anyway, whilst the battery is off, this is when you put your belt clip on and your wrist strap if you want to. I would say I'm not going to bother with the strap, and just put it on and slide up and it clicks into place. Let's turn it on for the first time. Hopefully there's some charge in there. There is. You can see very clearly Radtel 8 ATG, and it says channel mode. Yes, it does talk to you. Let's get my node in there and let's have a little listen just to some audio now. So we're just going to make sure you're in VFO mode. Press the hash button. See, it says channel there.
Zone mode.
Zone mode. Now, zone mode means you can access the channels, pre-saved channels that are in that zone.
Frequency mode.
Frequency mode, we can now just type frequencies in. So we're going to go 4345550.
I've got a nice little office at the bottom of the garden. I can do
That
most
is
things
beautiful.
from here,
Beautiful.
Not much of a problem.
Go to the B and we're going to put in one. Oh, we're in the B. We can independently put that into VFO channel again. The fact that you can chop and change. And look what happens. 145. Let's just. I'm not sure which. Yeah, no. The arrow's here. Press the orange. The arrow goes here. There. Here. 1, 2, 3. And you can set it to multi-receive. And if we PTT, look, it goes red. M0FXB test. Now, it's been tested at 10 watts. 10 watts, that's excellent. So there is a little trick with this if you've got the latest firmware. Turn it off. Hold down the down arrow and turn it on. Keep your finger on it. It says full band. So when it does that, it allows you to enter frequencies that are, before you had to sort of be in certain band ranges. But now you can actually enter a CB band. So we'll go like this and we'll go 0, go into VFO.
Frequency mode.
Of course, you can save memories. 0 to 7. Let's do a naughty one. And there you are. We're in the CB mode. And it will actually transmit, although I'm not going to do it now. And then you can go up and down. So, to go into what they call the HF radio mode, and you start using the middle antenna. Okay, I will get a wire on there. A very long wire, 66 foot long, 49 to 1 balun. Because I know you can get these donut antennas, and they do work on certain bands. But if you want to listen to proper HF radio, which we're going to do now, we've just gone in. Now, it's in this mode, but if you press and hold the hash, it will start to change the modes. So you've gone into 20 meters there. When I say modes, I mean the band that you're in. So we're in 20 meters there. Let's change the mode, which if I remember right was, let's get it right, 8. No, let me remember. If you press the star, you've got channels. You can change through channels. If you, oops, I pressed the wrong button there. It's letting me change channels now, actually. So when the arrow's here, you're changing channels. Press the star until it's next to the frequency. And now you can start actually typing frequency. So we can go 07150. And then we're in what we call 40 meters, as you can see. And click again, bandwidth. Put wherever the white arrow goes, ADC, and this is your fine tune. If you leave it there, and you can sort of fine tune, look. So when you long press the hash, you change the whole band. But when you short press, this is when you're selecting AM, hopefully upper sideband and lower sideband. Just need to check. Short, there it is there. LSB, short press, upper sideband. It's so small. CW, LSB, which is where we want to be. Not a lot going on by the looks of it. Let's, I mean, I've tested before and it works really well, but you need the activity. But you'll see that's HF mode. Now, if we back out, there's also, in this device, there's actually a very nice band scope, call it a waterfall. So what I do to set a button for the band scope, and you've got preset buttons here, I just press the menu, go down to key function, select, and then I set a function for, say, key number 1. Let's do it, side key. So we'll keep going down. You've got the side keys, 1, 2, and 3. But I go down to, is it 3? It's 1 and 2, and then it says 0 and then 1. So we'll go enter, And then we're going to look for, and these are all the different things that you can select, you know, as a shortcut: power switch, scanning, monitor, Vox, squelch, frequency step. Multi-standby means it will receive on all three. But only one, you only hear one at a time. Roger beep, FM radio, which is your broadcast radio. Talk around, and we're looking for waterfall spectrum. There it is there, number 17, select. So when we back out now, if we long press the 1, and every button can be preset, ta-da, we get the band scope. And it's actually scoping on CB, which is not the frequency I'm using. And you can cycle around and change these items here as well, just by pressing the star and then up and down with the arrow, and change that. And also, if you press, I'm pretty sure if you press the hash, press and hold, scanning mode. So in one mode you can hear when there's activity, and in monitor mode there's the scanning mode, and then monitor mode is when you can actually hear. So let's exit a minute, like so. Exit with the red button. That's like your back button. Go to the A band. Like so. Turn that down. And then we're going to turn it back on. Is it going to let me have the scope on that one?
Very good, Simon. It's really...
No, let's try it. Let's type it in. 434. You can see me type in there.
My scratchy signal.
There you go. And I've done it with airband, and airband on it works great. So, you know, if you just go 13385 we're on airband, then you hold down 1. I've had it with the right antenna on, where it will scan back and forth. Oh, it looks like we've got to type it in here. 133850. That's fine. Let's go out and then go back in. Hold. And it will scan, but when it hears one, you'll suddenly hear the aircraft talking. So I think that's excellent. So yeah, another fantastic feature. So let's go into the new thing, which is the GPS, because this is the GPS model. It's the Radtel 880G. I recommend you may as well get that one, because it's the one that's got, you know, everything basically. So if we just go to menu, if you're going to start saving channels, go to channel settings. Select, and then look, you put all your parameters in there, your CT, CSS, repeater, everything goes in there. So that's for channel. You have got zones, and if we exit, see that it says FM radio, I'm pretty sure. Let's try, no, oh no, that's just starting the radio. I'm just trying to remember the button that starts the broadcast radio. If you accidentally go in there, just press the back. I think what I'll do for now, I'll set a shortcut. So we'll go menu, key define, menu. This time we're going to go to number 2, and the buttons feel really nice, soft, very clear, and they're backlit as well. So we got 2, menu there. Let's go look for radio. Actually, I'll set multi-standby on number 3, on number 2. And then we'll go back and go to 3. Multi-standby means multi-receive. And now we're going to do the just radio. Now, like so. That might just be, that's number 3. It might mean that we have to type in the broadcast radio. So if we just press and hold number 3, yeah, it just starts the normal radio. So let's just type in a broadcast radio frequency then. Like so, and we'll go 0, 9. Let me think my favorite one is. We might have to change band, so we hold it down. And we'll go, let's try. No, let's try again. There's a bit of a reset there going on. Holding it again. There it is, finally. So make sure star up and down till you're next to the frequency. You can save memories, of course. We go 0, 9, 4, 3, 0. There it is.
And they found that sometimes when you click on the link, a subscription
broadcast radio.
but often it is.
Honestly, sounds excellent. We'll go menu again. We were actually looking for You've got analog settings there, but we're looking for GP extended. There you are, extended. That's with your new GPS. Let's turn it on. Okay. And we'll also go down to that PC monitor. I'm going to have to try that. I think you can connect the radio to software. Coordinate type, speed units, distance, altitude. So yeah, separate videos for that, of course, but menu, APRS, and we're going to turn it on just so we get all the symbols appear. You've got denoise there. I believe that's so that when it sends APRS, I believe that it's a guess actually that it might not be so noisy, or it could actually be like a noise reduction setting. So yeah, fantastic. So I think that's a good overview.
Basics.
You know, you've got airband, you've got VHF, UHF. It will do, if we go 070, 4 meter band, 050770, and others have tested this. The 6 meter band, it does do 10 watts. The CB, I'm not going to test it in this video because many have already tested it. CB is 4 to 5 watts. It's 10 watts VHF, UHF. It will never transmit ever on upper sideband, lower sideband. When you're in the CB range and it uses the first antenna, so the bottom one there, you can actually go in menu and change it to AM receive. Just trying to think where that was. Definitely in there. Look at that, and you've got all these special tuning modes as well. Look at all this: speaker gain, DAC gain. What's glitch? It definitely works well. DTMF. Let's just try it. So we go 43455 back to there, and if we press and then just do, you can see that it's working. If I want to speak to these people, I just go menu, get the tone on. So that'll be channel settings. And we want, let's see what it's on. If I do the top one, it's off. So we go back. We're going straight to transmit CTC. It says on. I think you press the hash. Is it? Let's just get it right. Like so. And star, and then down to 77. Select, back out. We should make it now. I have actually got a speaker mic for this, which only was about £8 delivered. It just screws in the side. But let's give a call out and see if someone talks to me and end the video. M0FXB calling for a contact on HubNet. I wonder if they're getting a little tone at the end, which you can turn on and off. You can turn the beeps off on the keys. They're very well backlit. Nice clear screen here. LED that goes green and red when you transmit as well. Completely recommend this device. Let's try again. M0FXB calling for a contact. Mike 0 Fox X-Ray Bravo. Nice loud speaker.
Okay, Fox, M0FXB, Andrea, B4K here, operator name Ken. You've got your Roger Blake bomb.
Yeah, hi, thanks for the comeback. I do like Roger beeps, but I will turn it off. I'm actually testing a radio. I didn't realise it was turned on. You're week in. What's your location there? M0FXB Andreas.
GPS is watched, well, I'm using CR. It's the only one I can hit, but I'm on the handy at the minute, hence the signal. But your audio's perfect. But I know there's a couple of moderators who don't like the Roger Blake. It's annoying, but I don't mind it. That's what I remind you there, Andrea.
Yeah, I know. It's like Marmite, isn't it? You either love it or hate it. I've always liked Roger beeps, but do I use them? No, I don't. It just happens to be turned on. So thanks very much. I'm on the Radtel 880G, which has GPRS, APRS, all the HF bands, 4 meter bands, 6 meter bands, airband, marine band, and of course VHF, UHF. Thanks for the test, M0FXB Western Supermare. Back to you for a final.
Yeah, no.
There you go.
Radio.
It's a bit weak. If you want to do the squelch menu, let's go into basic, have a quick look. Call sign, voice prompt, key beep. Let's make sure that's off, and that stops the beeping. Voice prompt. I didn't really hear what he said. Brightness. Frequency, step, save mode. Oh yeah, saving memory channels, alarm, work range. We don't need to do that because we've done what we did. Zones. All the different zones. Repeater, monitor, frequency input, and that's where you save channel in basic settings. That's interesting. Analog, squelch, single tone, repeater delay. This is advanced, isn't it? There's a whole mode in there where you can actually tweak the power. Let's go back. Zone settings. You can actually set the zones.
Zone settings.
FM radio.
Management.
Yeah, M0 FXB.
Oh, let's go back.
Are you still on frequency there, over?
I am. Just sat here trying to remember how to use this radio. Back to you. Thanks for watching.
M0 FXB 2E0DAVS returning. Recognise the call sign and the voice there as being one of the the YouTube masters. So yeah, it's the first time I've actually spoken to you. I do watch your channel,
and I do want to show you the GPS, but we need a lock.
That Radtel radio that I think you reviewed.
Yeah, Roger, very nice to meet you. And yeah, this is the GPS model, APRS as well. I just thought I'd give it a quick test. It's sounding and looking amazing, and you're coming through fine to me. The next little test for me is just to have get some GPS here, GPS signal, and start testing the APRS. Looking forward to that. So this one's the Radtel 880G. Apologies about the Roger beep. I tried to turn it off, but I will do. M0FXB, back to you.
Yeah, M0FXB 2E0DVS returning. Yeah, I won't hold it. I'll just I immediately recognised your voice through DMR and the call sign there. So it was actually one of your YouTube videos that got me back sort of listening onto DMR. I sort of lost heart with it, if you know what I mean. And yeah, and the recommendation that you made, I've got one of these DM Bang 32s. So, which I'm using now. My old DMR radio was the Anytone 868. So I sort of lost the love of DMR. And then, yeah, listening to some of your YouTube videos there, sort of reignited the interest, shall we say, while I'm working here at home. And just have HubNet on in the background here, over.
Yeah, Roger. Well, I'm super glad that has happened and I've made videos saying to people, welcome, come back to the hobby, try it out, dig out your equipment if you've got it in the cupboard, etc. You know, join the hobby, blah, blah, blah. And every time I hear someone that says, look, I do more in the hobby after watching your videos, I am very, very chuffed about that. So thank you very much. Appreciated. Right, we've turned on my... Well, I've got it nearer the GPS antenna. Let's see.
M0 FXB 2E0 DVS. Yeah, no problem. As I said, I recognise the call sign and the voice straight away. So I usually do a lot more listening.
And he's coming in via DMR. Although it's not a DMR radio.
First love. I've always got the listening to either transmitting whisper or SDR on in the background if I'm working.
Right, we'll have a quick look at the GPS. So I've set a shortcut button. If we hold down the 6, there's your GPS. Obviously, I haven't got a lock yet. We'll go outside. Thanks for watching Radtel 880.